Welcome back to Elevation 44, where we learn how to master our energy. And we do that through three main areas: spirituality, astrology, and holistic living. It's your girl B. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Today we're switching gears a little bit and we're going the holistic living route. We're going to be focusing on some beautiful plant energy today and how we can incorporate that into our self-care routine to boost our vibrations. Because when we talk about wanting to master alchemy, when we want to talk about boosting our magic and manifestation and evolving and elevating, all of that comes with our vibrations being in the right place. And the reason why we talk about plant energy and we talk about holistic living is the lifestyle has to accompany the mindset, okay? So we bring in a lot of the plant energy because it's high vibratory, it's high in vibrations, and what goes in our body is just important as what goes on top of our body, our skin and our hair. Like, this is just all a part of the bigger picture. Our skin is the largest organ on our body, so we have to do right by it. We can't just talk about putting water and good food and nutrients in our body. We actually have to follow through with the things that we're using on the day-to-day basis on the outside of our bodies as well. With all that said, I know that was a mouthful. What I'm bringing you today is what I hope is a very easy but mostly beneficial recipe for you to use in your self-care routine going forward. I personally use this on a weekly basis. What I'm talking about today is bringing in some avocado to make a skin or a hair mask, and you can use it for either or. That's the beautiful thing about using natural ingredients. They usually have so many purposes besides one. So this can be used on your hair, this can be used on your skin, but it's going to provide so much moisture, especially as we're struggling through this dry winter season. Any of you that are in winter right now, you know that the struggle is real. We're indoors a lot. We're in the heated, environment on the indoors. The dry air coming through the heating systems completely dries out our hair, completely dries out our skin. Not to mention when we go outside, the conditions are just as dry. And that just kind of contributes to us feeling really scaly and disgusting. So I'm gonna bring in some avocado and I'm gonna show you how I use avocado. And this is also perfect too, because if you're like someone who buys a lot of avocado and can't get to eat all of it before it goes bad, you can use your avocados that are spoiling. So don't throw away your avocado. Use that avocado that's browning for this recipe. It's perfect. It still works very well. And you get to save your coins, okay? So there are 4 ingredients in this skin slash hair mask recipe. But before I go into the ingredients, I will tell you that there is a book that you guys need to get. And I'm gonna reference this a lot. So I'm gonna give you guys a close-up so you can see it. And it is the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. And in this book, it talks about how avocado is used a lot for lust, love, and beauty, okay? So this is the perfect ingredient when we're talking about our self-care and our love and our beauty regimen, because this is gonna bring in those vibrations that we need in that arena. Okay, so what I said we have is 4 ingredients here. We have an avocado, we have some avocado oil, I have, well, I'm gonna show you that last because it's optional. I have some aloe vera juice. And this is the optional ingredient because I know some of you are vegan and don't support using honey, but I also have a little bit of honey, which I'll show you up close here, that I like to put in because it just adds another element of moisture for the skin and for the hair. So the avocado is great because it's fatty, and it's that natural goodness, that good fat, right? And that's going to add a lot of moisture to our skin and to our hair. I like to double down on the moisture and add some avocado oil because, again, it's bringing in that a little bit more of that fat. It's a thick avocado oil. If you've ever used it, it's a really thick oil, so that's really gonna coat the skin and the hair really, really well. The aloe vera juice is great, especially for the hair portion of it, because the aloe vera juice actually neutralizes the pH in your hair, on your skin. So what it does, it just kind of like stimulates those hair follicles, which also contribute to hair growth. And it, like I said, it neutralizes that pH on your scalp. So aloe vera juice is great when it comes to hair care regimen. And like I said, the honey just adds an additional layer of moisture. It's also antibacterial, so that's very, very good for your skin. And that's pretty much all we have in terms of ingredients. So let me show you how I make this DIY avocado hair / skin mask, okay? So first things first, I'm just gonna grab a knife and cut my avocado in half. When I'm making it just for myself for one use, I just use 1/2 of the avocado. So I will have my blender here, and I'll just scoop out 1/2 of an avocado into the blender. And this avocado is perfect because it's been in the fridge for a minute, so it's kind of browning, which is perfect. I won't eat it. So this is great for not throwing it away, being very, very resourceful, and making sure we're not throwing away our coins. And so what I'll also add into the blender at this time is I'll grab my measurement cup, and I will do 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. All right. Then I have my aloe vera juice. I was like, I didn't know which one to grab first, the juice or the honey, but I'm gonna grab the the aloe vera juice first. And I like to add about 2 tablespoons, and I'm spilling this all over the place because I usually don't measure, guys. I'm not a measurer, but I put 2 tablespoons of aloe vera juice in there. Okay. And then last but not least, this is about 1 tablespoon of honey. I've already pre-measured it, but if you haven't pre-measured your honey, just go ahead and add 1 tablespoon. We don't waste honey, okay? Honey's expensive, so I'm trying to get every bit off. All right. And so I just add those ingredients to the blender. Put the top on and start blending. And the reason why we want to put these ingredients into a blender and not mash it is because what happens is the avocado, I'm actually turning this off for a second so you guys can hear me, but the avocado is chunky, and if you don't blend it down, if you plan to use it on your hair as a hair mask, you'll have chunks of avocado in your hair that you're going to have to continue to wash and pick out even after you've rinsed. It's just gonna be little chunks of avocado stuck in your hair. I've tried it, learned from my mistakes, okay? Take my word for it. You will have chunks of avocado in your hair, so you wanna blend it where it's nice and smooth, so that's where the blender comes in. So I hope that makes sense why I'm using the blender. Okay, let's blend. Okay, so I stopped blending. My liquid still looks a little, my mixture looks a little too thick and chunky and a little too grainy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit more aloe vera juice in there just to let it water down. You don't want it too watery, you want it to be thick and whipped, but you also don't want it to be so hard and chunky that it's not blending smoothly, because we want this to go on very smoothly on our hair and on our skin. So I'm gonna add a little bit more aloe vera juice. And honestly, I'm not gonna measure this time, but I would say add maybe another tablespoon or 2, just to, you can eyeball and see how much you think you need, how much liquid you need to get it to that consistency. And I'm not even timing how long I blend, I'm just blending until it looks smooth and there are no chunks in, no avocado chunks in the mixture, okay? All right, so I'm done blending and my mixture looks nice and smooth, so I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer that to a container so that I can use. What I do is I usually try to use it up at the same time that I make it. I don't put it in the fridge to use over the course of the next couple of days, because avocado, you know, does get brown. It does like start to go rancid in some way. So I do not try to stretch it out beyond the day that I make it. And that's why I only use half of the avocado, because I'm making just enough for the use that I'm having it for that particular day. So if you are someone who's going to use a whole lot more, you're going to use it on your hair and your skin, and you want to slather your whole body in it, by all means use more than one avocado, and then double up on the rest of the ingredients that I shared with you. But you can eyeball it a lot of the times. There's really no right or wrong formula to this. You're just adding what you feel is necessary to make it as smooth and as thick and as whipped as you liked it. And you know, the whole thing is gonna be moisturizing no matter how many ingredients, or the ratio of avocado oil to avocado to honey to aloe vera juice. Like, it's gonna all work the same no matter what. So don't overthink it and just go with the flow. So let's just transfer this into a container so I can show you the final product. All right, so I've transferred my mixture into the container that I want to use. And so this is what it should look like once it's all blended. It should just be creamy and smooth and whipped and just very easy, but not runny, right? You want it to be whipped and creamy enough so that it's easily spreadable, if that makes any sense, but you don't want it to be runny where it's just like dripping and running everywhere. So just, you know, slowly adding that liquid when you're blending. If it's not enough, just adding a little bit at a time until you get it to the consistency that you like. So I hope that you guys like this. If you like these types of videos, I know it's a little different pace, but again, it all ties in to the bigger picture of raising our vibrations, mastering our energy, becoming the alchemists, the magicians, the, you know, elevating. Like, that is what this whole journey is about. And so these products and these recipes and this holistic way of living is definitely a major part of that. So if you like this recipe and you want to see more of these holistic living type of videos, give me a thumbs up. I definitely have plenty of other things that I can share with you, and obviously it's always to help us be better together, right? Anyway, I'm gonna sign off because it's hair washing day, so I'm about to go wash my hair and get my little hair mask on and get under the dryer, because that's how I like to use my hair mask. I put it on after I wash my hair, and then I get under a hair dryer and just let it sit on there for 30 minutes under a cap. And it's just, my hair has been freaking healthy, moisturized. It's growing like crazy. Like, I'm gonna insert a picture somewhere here that shows you what my hair looked like 1 year ago, like how short it was, because I had just cut it. And now my hair is long enough, like, to go in a top bun. Like, I couldn't even get my hair in a ponytail a year ago. Like, it's past my shoulders, it's in a top bun now, and like the growth and the quality of the health of my hair at this particular time has probably been the best that I've ever seen it. So while it has been long in the past, it hasn't been as healthy as it is now, and I really contribute that to a lot of the products that I'm putting in and on my body. So again, if you find this helpful, thumbs up, share it with somebody that might also find it helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do that below. All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace.